My bratty neighbor parked his favorite car in my driveway. So I got rid of it. My neighbor got a Sedilla monster truck, but they couldn't fit it in their driveway, so they asked if they could park it in mine. I told them no, but they disregarded me and put it in my driveway anyway. This prevented me from getting my child to the hospital, so I got their car towed. The neighbors got furious and called the cops on me for stealing their car. I opened the door and had the following conversation. Police officer, good morning, ma'am. Sorry to bother you, but we had a report from your neighbor. He is stating that you stole his son's truck by having it towed from the street and we need to talk to you about this issue. Me, good morning, officer. My neighbor is only telling you half the story. I had his truck towed this morning from my driveway when I returned home from minor emergency. I couldn't get into my driveway and I have already told him twice that him and his family can't park on my property. This issue started last week and I have emails to my house owners association, pictures of his truck parked in my driveway this morning, and a video of my neighbor's visit this morning where he called me names and told me he was going to sue me and call the police. I can show you if you would like? Police officer, yes. So, you are saying that the truck in question was on your property without your permission and that you had it towed? Me, yes. Last Tuesday he asked if I would allow his son to park in my driveway. I told him no and he got mad at me and flipped me off before leaving. Then Friday evening, when I was leaving, I discovered his son had parked in my driveway and I couldn't leave my garage. I went over and demanded they remove the vehicle and I told them at that time that I would have the truck towed if they parked on my property again. I came home late this morning and the truck was in my driveway, so I had it towed. Police officer, I just want to confirm, you are saying that it wasn't parked on the street but in your driveway. And you have proof of this? Me, yes sir. If you will give me a minute, I will print off the emails that I sent to the House Owners Association, that document the issues, and I will also show you the picture and video as well. With this, the police officer said that he would wait for me to print everything off. Once I got the emails printed, I then returned to the door. Opened my Photos app to the officer to show the truck in my driveway, timestamped. Handed my phone and printed emails to him. After looking at the photo where you could clearly see my house in the background, the truck blocking the entrance and that it was partially on the lawn, the officer then read the printouts. He handed my phone back to me and asked me to open the video that I had referenced while he went over to the lawn to look. I watched him look at the area and then take a few photos. I could see my neighbor and his whole family standing in their driveway watching me and the police officer. The police officer returned and I handed him back my phone with the video ready and he watched it. After he finished watching the video, we had the following exchange. Police officer, I am going to need a copy of that photo and video for my file. If I provided you with an email, would you be able to send it to me? Me, yes sir. No problem. Police officer, I have enough information for my files to determine that the vehicle was not on public property and was in fact on your property. I've made a note that you did not give permission for the vehicle to be parked on the property. Based on the emails you gave me with dates and time, it appears you did in fact advise your neighbor not to park on your property. Would you like to file a trespassing report for this incident? Me, oh, absolutely. Police officer, I can see you are not feeling well. You can either file with me now or you can go online. Getting business card out, writing on it, and then handing it to me. Here is my business card with my email address that you need to use to send me your photo and video in the case. His number was on the card as well. Do you want to file with me now? Me, honestly, I'm exhausted and would prefer to file online later. Police officer, okay. Reference this case number when you email your evidence and file the online report. Also reference my name in the report. One more thing, I saw in the video where the dad stated he was going to sue you for having the truck towed. He can sue you if he wants and I would advise that you keep all of the evidence you provided me with today along with the case hash I just gave you. Give it a few days and you can request a copy of the report and you will want to keep that as well. If you decide to file an online report, you will need to keep a copy of that as well. I'm going to go talk to the dad now and sorry to have bothered you. Me, thank you officer. I'm sorry you had to come out. Police officer, have a good day ma'am. Get some rest. With that, I closed the door and went back to bed. However, I am so mad that I didn't get any sleep. A few hours ago, I sent off my photo, video, and another copy of the House Owners Association emails to the email address the police officer gave me and then saved all of that information just in case. I also filed a trespassing report online. I then sat down and started typing this story. Not sure where this is going to go, but I am going to see it through. I know that I'm going to get a lot of pushback from people saying that I should have just knocked on their door and had them move the truck, but I feel that I was right to have the truck towed. I had already told them twice not to park on my property and it didn't stop, so this was the consequence.